to be a community of support for them as they grow together in love into the future. Let's take a few more moments to arrive here fully. Let's close our eyes, take a deep breath, and become fully present. Open our hearts fully, listening with our whole being. In this way, we bring our love, our friendship, our gratitude to Barbara and Tim, making this time together sacred through the gift of our loving attention and intentions for them. It is truly a great and joyous occasion when two wonderful individuals, so smart, so competent, so loving, choose each other wholeheartedly, accepting both the fullness and the limitations of each other. This loving compassion that Barbara and Tim offer each other also extends to everyone around them, to all of us here, to everyone else they'll touch as they move forward together through life. Nothing happens without a cause. An old Buddhist saying goes, even the chance brushing of one's sleeve against a stranger's sleeve on a ferry may be the cause of their future encounters. This union of Barbara and Tim is not accidental. Whether you believe it's God's will or the law of karma, they've come together to teach and learn from each other some of life's most valuable lessons. From their first meeting, they've been growing together toward this moment. I have a few questions. It's my duty. Barbara and Tim, do you promise to dedicate yourselves to each other completely, with all your body, mind, and spirit?
We do.
Do you promise to help each other in every situation, in wealth and poverty, health and sickness, happiness and difficulty?
We do.
Do you pledge to help each other to develop your hearts and minds, to cultivate compassion, generosity, integrity, patience, enthusiasm, presence, and intimacy as you move through life together?
We do.
Recognizing the external conditions in life won't always be smooth, and that internally your minds and emotions may sometimes get stuck in negativity, do you pledge to see all such circumstances as challenges to help you grow in opening your hearts to accepting yourselves and each other as you are, and to generating this compassion for others as well, always striving to choose love over the need to be right?
We do.
I think they've had some experience with that one. We are a mystery to ourselves, and every other person is also a mystery to us. Will you strive to understand yourselves and each other and explore all the mysteries of life with openness, curiosity, and joy?
We will.
All the right answers. Family and community are the foundation and inspiration of Barbara and Tim's love for one another. So they'd now like to recognize and honor their wonderful family and friends. Here's the roses over here. My Walter. First, the yellow rose symbolizes friendship and says, thanks for being an important part of our life.
To my brothers,
And my other brothers.
My sisters. My mother.
We just got deleted.
We never rehearsed this last night. It rained and hailed and dumped buckets of water, and we just never went through this. So we're winging it. As a couple, we draw life and support from our community. Whether in times of play or times of challenge, we look to you to help us keep our relationships strong and vital. We would like to ask Susan and Bill to accept this yellow rose on behalf of all of you, our friends and community.
And for offering us this incredible home to have this.
I assume you all know by now that Susan and Bill are our hosts here today. The white roses symbolize new connections, new beginnings, new relationships in this wonderful expanding family, starting from this day on.
As we marry, our families become joined. You have known and supported us through most of our lives. We feel stronger knowing that you will continue to be there for us as husband and wife.
Now the brothers.
To my brothers, Randy and Jonathan, thank you for coming here from the East Coast and for putting family first. I am truly honored by your presence here. Randy, thanks for leading when it comes to matters of health and for the information that you so freely give that helps me. Jonathan, thanks for your wonderful sense of humor and for bringing so much levity to my life when I read the many creative things you've written. And to Walter, my lifelong best friend who has been like a brother to me, thank you for always supporting me and believing in me. He never believes me. And for the companionship and generosity of spirit that has meant so much to me over the many years. Thank you, Walter.
We'll recycle that one.
To Lance, my son, my friend, and my teacher, I could not be more proud of you, of who you are, what you have accomplished, and for the heart and mind you bring to life. You have taught me how to be a more loving person, and my life is so much fuller because you're in it. Thank you.
I'm going to start oldest to youngest, and first is this guy here, my brother Mark, who came with Patty all the way from Ohio, and they are long married. My brother keeps saying, if you're all just as happy as we are, you'll be so happy. And it's true. And I want you to come here. And
I gotcha.
And I'm the oldest, and he's the second oldest, and we fought like cats and dogs as kids, I ate all of his food and he hated it. No, I just had to have a bite of everything. But
You're
what
Jewish,
I
right?
have to say is that I feel closer to you than I ever have in my life. And it means so much to me. We were pretty estranged for a long time, but we're closer than ever. And also the way you give of yourself to humanity, you inspire me so much. So I want this rose for you and Patty. And he has 7 grandchildren. Talk about him. He looks like he's about 21, you know, but this guy's amazing. So, thank you. And second, oh, I'm sorry. This is my sister, the flower girl. Into the microphone. Okay. And my sister, you know, every woman I know says they wish they'd have a really close relationship with their sister. And I just go, I got it. We are so close and we've just grown closer and closer. And I told her today that I felt scared about this process we're going through, but when I was in her presence, I felt safe. And she just means so much to me, and we've been there, covered each other's backs. And butts. And butts. And you name it, you know. And I have a lot of sisters that I'm developing, you know, in this group here, and so it's wonderful to add to our family. And this is the blood girl. So here it is. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Terry, Skylar, Kayla. Oh, there's Kayla. And Skylar, there's Skylar with his present, Lindsay, who surprised him. And Jada here. And I want you to know, Lindsay in the beautiful green dress. I've not met her, but she drove all the way from Oregon to surprise Skylar today. And this is our new granddaughter, Jada, and you're about to meet her mom and dad in a minute. And and there's Kayla, my niece, and Skylar, my nephew, and Terry. Where's Terry?
Your microphone.
Oh, there you are. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm not doing this right, but you'll get it. I'll get it. And Terry, Lauren's husband. I was in their wedding. I was Lauren's best woman in their wedding, and now they're here for me. And it just gets richer and deeper all the time. So we want, like, you got your rose? Yeah, she's got enough flowers there. Okay. Can I go on forward? Okay. Oh, honey. Mwah. This woman is cool personified. I like to look at the way she dresses, the way she dances. She teaches me how to be cool, and I love it. Thank you. And Skylar, too, absolutely. So, just hanging out with our family today has been so rejuvenating. Oh, this is wonderful. You too, baby. And this little one, okay. And so, I don't know, Devin's not here.
He's over there with.
Oh, Devin! Oh, yay! The next one in age is Misha and Andre. Come on, stand up. Why don't you come with Jeanette? Because I want to tell you a story about these two. This is firstborn, Misha and Andre. And can I tell them a story about your name? He was named after an auto supply store in Santa Cruz. Because I love the name. And that's his dad over there. Charlie Chaplin over there is the father. And then we found out when he was 5 years old that it meant the chosen one. And then when I was studying past life regression hypnosis therapy up in upstate New York, we did a regression, took me back to my primitive lifetimes, and I was a shaman, and they asked me to heal the chief of the tribe, and it was this one here. So when you think about the circle of that, it's quite amazing. And then Sean went on a boys' trip to Cabo and met this lady here, Danette, about a year ago. Two. They're now going to be married in January. Good work, huh? And these two together, and this one here, survived the hurricane in Hurricane Odile in Cabo. And they lost part of the roofs of their house. They were pretty scared. And if you want to hear the stories, I'll let you talk to them as we go through the evening. And I didn't know until just 2 days ago if they could get here. And I am so, Tim and I both are so joyous that they're with us because they were scared. They were scared. There was looting through the whole city. There were gunshots around their house. They had people camped together with guns to protect themselves. I mean, it was really a terrifying, plus the hurricane, which was about, I think it was 11 inches of rain in 1 hour. Take it from there. So you guys are our heroes. You've shown such courage. And
we're now here and showered and approachable.
yeah. They took the first shower in 11 days when they got to our house. And I want to tell you something else about Michonne, who's my teacher in a sense. Michonne and Devin, when you meet Devin, has taught me so much about bringing family together and being inclusive. And when Michonne and I were standing together in the kitchen one day, and when he was in high school, he said, you know, Mom, if people don't walk too fast by our house, they'll be a member of our family. And here you are. So I feel so honored to present Miss Rose to the two of you. And to this little one, who's clearly going to be a part of everything, and I'm so delighted. Yeah!
You got the baby ones.
Okay, darling. Love you too.
I like my big one.
I get to be an instantaneous grandma. And now, Devin Andre, my younger son, who is also an incredible inspiration.
Here we go.
Incredible.
We call my sons TDHs, or tall, dark, and handsome. So cute. Anyway, this guy, I feel like he's kind of the rock of our family. He is so solid and so alive and so full of fire. And every time when Michonne and Devin would come to visit, Steve and I, we were separated. We got separated in the late 80s. We would fight over them. We both want them. So Devin would make the schedule, and he'd make sure we had it before they came. Here's where we're having breakfast. Here's where we're having lunch. Here's where we're having dinner. No fights about that. It's all planned out. So this guy has taken ownership, and he also has taught us about resilience. He's in the film industry in Los Angeles, and he has been so committed in some really tough times. And I just watch him, and it just opens my heart so wide to see in there times when he's suffered and times when he's joyous and excited and happy. And all that time, his heart is open, and he shares with us how he's feeling and what's true for him. And it's just been, I can't tell you. Having children has been such an honor. So here's for you, my dear.
Yay.
We love you so much.
I made it in the bachelor ceremony. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
And the red rose is the universal and timeless symbol of love, passion, beauty, and fidelity. And Barbara and Tim now share with each other, for the first time anywhere, their very personal vows.
We'll flip a coin.
It doesn't matter. Whoever wants to go first.
Ladies first.
Sweetheart, there have been times over the years when we've struggled with each other and had big, serious, heavy thoughts about leaving the relationship. Today is not one of those days. In fact, as time passes, I've come to realize that what I think matters very little compared to how I feel. The truth is, I can't even imagine what life would be like without you in it. And my feelings have kept me with you even when my mind has stormed out the door. So I know I am here to stay. And here are the things that I want to say to you about that today. I promise to give you my best, to bring my higher self to our relationship. And if there are times when I forget that, just remind me, and I promise to stop and listen. I promise to be supportive. I support you in having what you want, in growing, in being alive and present, and in bringing your higher self to our marriage and to your life. I promise to be honest. You can always count on me to tell you the truth, even when I know it may not be the truth that you want to hear. And in those cases, I will strive to tell that truth with respect and compassion. I promise an ongoing commitment to health. I will do the things I need to do to stay healthy so you and I can enjoy life and each other's company for decades to come. I promise to generate my own happiness. This means that I don't need anything from you to be happy. So you can be free to be yourself and focus on generating your own happiness. I promise to hold our relationship and our life together in a space of ease and fun and joy. And while I know we will have our moments, those will be the exceptions, not the rule. And I will strive to keep a spirit of aliveness and connection between us. Last, I promise to keep my word with you. My honor is important to me in my life, but it's even more sacred with you because of the love that I have for you. And these are my vows to you, sweetheart. I am proud and excited to have you as my wife. It's your turn.
Hold the mic up.
Okay. What a great day this is to be marrying you. We're becoming such good friends. When we first met, you said friendship was really important. You wanted friend first, then lover. And we did that, and we continue to do that every time. And it really makes a difference because it's a foundation. I think that's one of the reasons we keep working through the challenges, because we're really good friends. Besides all that, you are my teacher. Sometimes a tough one, always loving and real. So here are my vows to you. I vow to love you always, even though sometimes I may feel like, what did you say? What did you do? But truthfully, loving you is easy. Dealing with our personalities sometimes more challenging. I also vow to tell you the truth no matter what, and I will tell you what I feel and need. I've learned that with you, believe it or not, that's the best way to keep things flowing between us. Because it always surprises me, because other people haven't been this way throughout my life, but when I say, this is how I feel and this is what I want, you go, okay, I can give it or I can't. But it's straight up, and we don't have to turn corners and hide. And that is probably one of the things that I just is so precious to me about you, amazingly. I vow to keep working out, eating well, staying fit so we can have a happy and healthy sex life and life together. I'm a sex therapist. We better have a good sex life together. I'm now on my resume at sex therapist and wedding planner. Package deal. And then I vow to keep the cabinets organized and always know where the peanut butter is. I know that makes you feel more comfortable, and I learned to be okay with it. I actually even like it, believe it or not. And my kids are probably going, "Whoa, Mom, you've got it together." Okay. I vow to cook for us new and interesting and healthy foods. We'll make every night a picnic, which we do. Something's always special with us, always. even if it's just a little tiny thing, like an extra placemat or a flower on the table or holding hands when we watch a movie, something. There's always something really alive between us. I vow to sleep with you now that I have new hips. Because the mattress was a bit hard and now I can sleep together, and I love snuggling together. Because I was having to sleep separately for a very long time until I had my hips redone. And I'm so glad because it brings us closer. What? I know, TMI, too much information. I didn't say have sex, I said sleep together. I vow to rejoice in your successes, hard work, and creativity as the light in your eyes gets brighter and brighter. I am so proud of you. Oh my God, your skill, your talent, your creativity, how you keep learning and growing. You just keep blowing my mind. And lastly, I vow not to bring you any tasks for the day until you've had your coffee and played at least 3 games on your computer in the morning. Or else I get in major trouble. And my dear, I'm going to give you your rose here. Okay, here is your rose. Okay, that's it for now.
Hey, don't you love mature weddings? Between adults.
Sex and new hips.
You know, there was a little premarital kissing going on.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to take your glory.
That's okay. That's okay. And rings symbolize the continuous circle of eternal life. And this love that we're witnessing between Barbara and Tim, which has no end, it's an outward, visible sign of their inward spiritual unity. Walter, have you got that ring?
I sure do.
Tim, repeat after me. Barbara, I give you these rings as a symbol of my vows.
Barbara, I give you these rings as a symbol of our vows.
With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
As this ring has no end, neither does my love for you.
As this ring has no end, neither does my love for you.
Anybody got any butter?
Lick it.
I don't know, you're pretty good with peanut butter.
Bravo. Wrong girl, he says. Okay.
Lawrence, have you got like the town? Barbara, repeat after me. Tim, I give you this ring as a symbol of my vows.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my vows.
With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
With all that I am and all that I have, I honor you.
As this ring has no end, neither does my love for you.
As this ring has no end, neither does my love for you. Is that right?
Put it on.
No butter. Right guy.
And now, by the power vested in me, I bless this marriage to be long and joyous, and I pronounce you husband and wife. And now, you get to give each other your first gift as husband and wife, a big blessed kiss. Great pleasure to introduce to you the newly and very happily married Tim and Barbara. Let's party!
She's